Hi guys, it's Hot Mess Mama coming to you live. I haven't done one of these in forever, right? The last time I did one, I was like opening my cardboard boxes, my moving boxes, and I was like, okay, for every box I unpack, I'm gonna do a shot. And it ended up just being like shot after shot, and it was super fun. Still didn't get it all unpacked. Still unpacking to this day. My house is just getting more and more crowded and full of boxes and dust bunnies and stuff. But that's okay, because it's Friday and it's hostess time. So my husband isn't home from work yet because I'm taking one for the team here, people. Hey, Brian. Because it's like 4 o'clock here in California. And I'm alone, drinking by myself. So there's that. So I'm in my kitchen, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, drinking by myself. Hey, Kara, how are you? I wish you were here drinking with me. I'm sure we could do beer with what I'm got going on over here. My son is like sitting over on the couch playing on something. My dog is in a crate, and my husband's on the way home with the children's, and it's 4 o'clock, and I'm drinking in California. And I'm excited because I wish that here's the thing. If any of y'all are here in Modesto and you know me, come on over, because I got plenty of hostess and I got plenty of wine. So I'd love to have you over into my crazy madness. Just hop over a box. Totally awesome. Like I need to find my peeps. Like I had a core group of people when I lived in North Carolina who would come and drink with me on Friday nights and do these happy hour wine tastings. They would get on Facebook with me. We would cut it up. It'd be awesome. I'd get a babysitter. We'd throw our kids up in the playroom and we'd throw Little Caesar's pizza at them, and then we would drink for 45 minutes, an hour, while we tasted everything from cereal to Taco Bell to Oreo cookies to goldfish crackers to fruit roll-ups. Now Twinkies, cookie dough, that was another good one. Twinkies and Suzy Q's and Hostess cupcakes. It was hard for me when I was trying to put together this wine tasting because it brought back so many great memories about how we had these. My mom never put these in my lunch, but I always saw my friends and they had them, and I was always so jealous. My mom never ever put them in my lunch. Did you have a favorite? Did your moms put them in your lunch? I always wanted one, and they are so full of sugar and they're so full of preservatives and they're so bad for you. And you've heard that thing about, was it Twinkies, that they like put them in like bunkers and like bomb shelters because they last for like, I don't know, they have a shelf life of like 70 years or something like that. But and I bet you when I taste them now, they're not going to taste like they did when I was a kid. But like just the nostalgia of it just made me melt. And I was like, well, which one do I try? Like, which one do I pair them with? Like, because there's zingers and there's Twinkies and the zingers come in different flavors. Zingers, Twinkies, Suzy Q's, Ho-Ho's, cupcakes. There's like these cinnamon roll things. I can't remember what they're called. Gosh, what else is there? What else did you guys eat when you were, they have hostess pies, right? The fruit pies, right? I think I'm gonna do the fruit pies in another broadcast. But yeah, so I ended up kind of like sticking with what I had in the cabinets because my husband went crazy. They were on sale and he like bought a ton of them, and now I've got to get rid of them. And I feel guilty giving them to my children because they are so bad for you. And like I think like now in this age, organic, like, here, have some granola and some tree bark for your snack and I'm going to send you to school with your own cow so you can milk your own organic milk for your snack time. I feel really guilty even putting them in their lunch boxes because I'm afraid that like some mother's going to be like, why are you putting the toxins in your child's body? But okay, so I digress. What should we try first? What's your favorite of these? I think that my favorite of them is probably the zingers. The zingers. I kind of think the zingers are my favorite. Now, I try to put these in my kids' lunch. Hey, Meredith, you had these when we were growing up. You had them in your lunchbox. Which one was your favorite of all of like the different kind of hostess treats? I think zingers might be my favorite. Twinkies are good, but like I like that layer of chocolate across the top of a zinger. And I think I like the vanilla zingers versus the chocolate zingers. And I actually saw like orange zingers today. Snowballs. Remember snowballs? I almost thought about snowballs. But snowballs are like it's like marshmallow. It's like got like a chocolate cake in the middle with some frosting, and then this big marshmallow puff around it, and then like coconut great shavings on the outside of it. They always look so good, and I always want one on like St. Patrick's Day when they have the green ones. And then again, I'm like, this is disgusting. It's so bad for you. Okay, so, and I always remember them being bigger. They're tiny, but they pack a punch. There's a heck of a lot of sugar inside this Hostess cupcake. There's frosting inside this too, right? Oh, the holiday cakes. Yes. Totally the holiday cakes. They make them for everything now. Like Valentine's Day, they make the hearts. Or is that Little Debbie? Because Little Debbie has a line too. So now what's better? Little Debbie or Hostess? That's a discussion for another. Yeah, that's going to be a poll on Facebook. Because I have lots of fond memories of Little Debbie too. Like Little Debbie has the oatmeal pies and the Nutty Buddy bars and like the zebra cakes and all that. Oh, and the honey buns, which I've never had honey bun. Holiday cakes. That's where it's at. Do you have holiday cake? Hey, are you eating holiday cakes right now? Get some holiday cakes and a beer. Something. What's going on? Talk to me. Okay. Now Meredith. Like I remember, do you remember the twins, Meredith? And they're like, Meredith and I went to grade school together and we had this awesome like 2 girls that were twins and they were these beautiful little perfect twins like Mary Kate and Ashley. And they're super fun and super nice. And their family was very like natural. And I remember thinking, and I can't imagine that their mother would ever have this trash in their bodies. 'Cause that was a family that was really into health and wellness, and they had like natural snacks in their lunch boxes, which was unheard of at the time. And we didn't have cafeteria. We went to a Catholic school, so you brown bagged it all. Right? Okay, so where do we start? Oh, I guess they have pink cupcakes now at Hostess. I learned a whole lot when I did the research for this. So as I usually do, I'm going to start with the lightest first. Oh, you don't have any? You don't even have a cupcake? Like, girl, what? I know, I didn't have these either. Like, I just couldn't believe it. I moved to California. My husband had been here, and I opened up the cabinet, and there's, like, boxes of them. I'm like, why? And he's like, because they were, like, 98 cents a box. Twinkie and Chardonnay. Okay, so I'm like, hear that? And I remember, like, I would even lick the wrapper. And do you remember there was always that, like, the whole thing, like, how do they get the...
Stop destroying.
How do they get the frosting into the Twinkie, right? And so then as kids, we had to try to figure it out. And then you realize that they just, like, bake the cake and then had these little injectors that they'd go by on the little conveyor belt and they would inject the frosting up into the Twinkie. Remember that? And I can't remember. It's a sponge cake. This is all it is. It's like a vanilla sponge cake with vanilla frosting in it. And then for a while they like took them off the market. Like they weren't going to make them anymore. So like when I was doing my research today and like I saw some old posts from like, I don't know, 2015 or something saying, no, they're not going to make them anymore. And like people went crazy and they like went to the store and bought all the Twinkies. And like I said, they have like a shelf life of like 50 years. So there's that. Chardonnay and a Twinkie. And this, no matter how you slice it, it looks phallic no matter how you eat a Twinkie. No. Chardonnay. That's delightful. Because I remember like the frosting is like a buttercream. It's not really like a buttercream. It's like whipped sugar. It almost tastes like marshmallow fluff. That's a good one. We should do marshmallow fluff. Okay, Kara, Meredith, Brian, whoever is still here. What do we need to taste next? Look, I'm going to do a dip. Dipping the Twinkie in the white wine. Not as good when you dip. I feel like the alcohol overpowers the Twinkie. I can't believe I'm actually saying that alcohol overpowers anything. How was your week, Kara? What's going on? Who just joined? Talk to me about your week. How did you did a move right before I did. How was that? Hey, I got my hair cut. I'm telling you, when you move to a new place, like not just down the street, but when you move like across country or to a new city, it is so difficult when you first move in because you have to literally find every doctor, think about it. You have your general doctor, your family practitioner. You've got your OBGYN, you've got your pediatrician, you've got your optometrist, you've got your dentist. Don't you touch my Hostess cakes.
I'm not, Mom.
I had them laid out here on the counter. He's like, is this for me? I'm like, nope, go eat your blueberries. Would you like a bite of a Twinkie? Ow! You almost bit my finger off. You little snipe. Crazy busy week. I know it's been, well, yeah. Kara, this is what my week was like. Let me just tell you, and I want to hear about yours. But like on Monday, I was like, oh, this is going to be a great week because I've got like nothing scheduled. I don't have appointments. I don't have to be here to let any contractor in or receive any deliveries. I don't have to worry about getting anything at school. My husband's in town. I don't have to do any grocery shopping. All I need to do is scat. All I have to do is like be here and I can like go to the gym every day and work out. Oh, we're going to the gym every day and working out.
And it doesn't work
maybe
out.
I'll take a nap today. Like it was like, oh, this is awesome. And then Monday, and that was Monday. And then about Monday at 9 a.m. is when like the world just started to like explode in my face. Where it's like, okay, now I literally have like back-to-back appointments all week where I have to be at my house, like sequestered at my house waiting for furniture to be like a furniture box to be delivered or a stove part to be delivered or someone to come fix this or someone to come buy that. And it's like, oh, that's my son peeing. Oh, buying all new things. And so like my whole week is like collapsed. So this is good timing. But Kara, where are you now? So like, you're still East Coast time, right? So it's like 7 o'clock for you right now. Did you already
Didn't work out that day, right?
didn't work out the day? So did you like already have dinner and everything? I might have to wash these Hostess cakes down with the frozen pizza. Could you please go do your thing?
I can't. I want to play some Xbox.
You're not playing Xbox right now because that would require me getting up away from my broadcast.
Yeah, after that, Mom. Huh?
Okay, and I thought, yeah, I know, right? It was like one of those weeks where originally, like I was like, I got nothing, and it just almost okay. You're Missouri, so is the weather starting to turn there? It's hot here in California, but it's super dry. Not like I'm like miss like the humidity of North Carolina. But so stop poking at me. What do you
I need
want?
to tell you something.
What did you tell me? I don't know what he said, but at least he didn't burp in my ear. Or what? Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's so dry here that like my hair is like breaking off. It's so dry. And like my scalp is peeling and my skin, I'm constantly lotioning my skin and there's just dust everywhere. It's only 6 degrees there. I think he means 60. I'm thinking he means 60. You know, or like it's just like you breathe in at night and like everything is crusty because it's so dry. So dry. I mean, it's probably not that dry to a normal person because like but coming from like 100% humidity in North Carolina to this is like a huge deal. It's just also very dusty. And right now we're like in an agricultural part of the state where they grow a lot of like fruits and nuts and things like that. And so this is where they do the harvest. They like shake all the nut trees and it gets really dusty and a lot of pollen and stuff gets in the air. So it's a lot of people complain and like people, 3 days of fall weather, but it was 80s today. Yeah, it was cool here today. It doesn't rain here. So, and everything. And I was like, why would anyone want to get a car? Like you go drive by the car washes and it says, oh, like $19.99 for a month's worth of car washes. I'm like, who would need a car wash here? It never rains. Like your cars don't get dirty, right? And then you realize that like there's so much dust in the air from all of the crops. It's kind of crazy. So, okay, finishing the Chardonnay. I got new scrunchies. I broke down and got new scrunchies. Remember scrunchies? Okay, so I digress. We're going to move on to the... If you do not leave me alone right now, there will be no more technology this weekend.
I'm just... Calm down.
Moving on to Suzy Q's. I think this might be my favorite. Next to the Zingers. This might be my favorite. Suzy Q's. And they're like, these are like $1. Like each one of these, like if you were to buy them as singles, they're like $1. Like that's crazy. You can buy a box for like $2. Why would you buy? It's convenience. It's those end caps. They get me every time. So yeah, when you move, you've got to get, like I said, all the different doctors and the kids doctors, and then you've got to like find people to do your hair, and you've got to find a place to get your dog groomed, and you've got to find a vet, and you've got to find, I don't know, a babysitter. You got to find a place where do you get your gas? Like where do you go grocery shopping? Like where do you get your nails done? Where do you, I don't know, there's like a million things that you need to do, like find when you get here. Like schools for the kids, gyms, churches, all that kind of stuff. So I went and I got, by recommendation, found this woman to do my hair. And she did my hair, and you can't tell what you're, like you come in and you think, okay, could you just highlight my hair? And you have your existing hair, so she should know what color your hair already is, and that you just want to, touch up the roots, do the highlight thing, right? So I'm in the chair, and you can't tell what color it's dyeing because it's just like a neutral, like, color, right? Kara, do you color your hair? Okay, Kara does hair. Do you color at all, Kara? So I was like in the chair with her for hours because I have so much hair, and then like I get out and she's blow drying my hair, and my hair was like platinum blonde, like white. I had white platinum blonde hair, and I looked at her and it was all over, and I'm like, it's really blonde, like more blonde than I've ever had it. She's like, well, I did it really blonde right in here for the money shot. I was like, the money shot, okay. Well, it's really washing me out, and it's really blonde. Really blonde. Like, I am platinum blonde. She goes, well, that's what most people like to have here in California. And I was like, I think we're gonna need, hey, Angela, why are you not here? Angela, I know, Angela, that you are probably getting in the midst of harvest because her family is into nuts right now. They're walnuts. Walnuts? Do you do walnuts too, or just walnuts? So she's like overseeing like a huge harvest of nuts right now. So her life is like in the shitter. Sorry. Angela, you need to be here right now in like a big way. Because we're drinking. I already did the Chardonnay and the Twinkies. Where are you? You need to be here. Like, get in your car. It's not that far, right? Fill up the money shot, right? So, Angela, you need to get in your car and get over to my house right now. Bring your daughter. I'm a responsible parent. Okay.
Mom.
So, we're moving on to Susie Q's. So anyways, this is the corrected version. So I think she freaked out so much that she like darkened it so much that like now my hair is dark and now it looks gray. Like now I look like I've got gray stuff. Hey, Joanna, how are you? Joanna, I know that you would never come, well maybe you would, come live with me on these tastings. I know that you are in the school system and so you probably have to really watch what you do and stuff, but man, it's good. Joanna's got like the most adorable triplets on the planet, and my son cannot get enough of them. He loves them all to pieces. And the woman took my son and another kid and her 3 kids and had a play date last Friday. You so would, but behind the camera, I get that. I totally get it. And I had friends that did that too, where like you'd see me, but you'd hear the other person, right? Joanna, seriously, they had the best time ever. My son for days was like counting down when they could have another play. So maybe next Friday you should come over here. No, I'm serious, Angela. Like when I lived in North Carolina, I would have friends over, we would drink and eat kid snacks, and I would have a babysitter and a Little Caesars pizza, and we would go to town. For reals. Okay, Susie Q's. Is anybody tasting with me at all? Ooh, delightful. Now, I think that the Susie Q's are actually like devil's food cake with, I don't know, with like ooey gooiness of frosting. Nerf guns, you are so legit. That's a truth bomb, for sure. I walked into Joanna's house last week for the play date. Dropped off my kid. I was like, woman, you are a strong woman. You got your 3 kids and you just are taking on 2 more. I know, I miss having you here too, Kara, for joining me on my wine tastings. But I will tell you, went to Joanna's house for our first play date in all of California with her triplets, and she invited another boy over. There was 5 of them and her. And I handed her a bottle of wine because she's like, just bring boy after school and keep him here till 7. I'm like, that's like from 3 to 7. That's 4 hours with 5 boys that are 7 years old. And I walked in the door with her and I was like, here's a bottle of wine because you're going to need this more than I'm like, are you sure you're okay with this? She's like, I got 3. What's 2 more? I'm like, 2 more? Like, that's 5. She's a teacher though, so she's got skills. Oh. So
like she found me the daddy Nerf gun.
Jen, he's still talking about the fact that he got the daddy Nerf gun.
And I got you down.
But like, I walked in the door, and the kids are running around with the Nerf guns, and she's just like, yeah, whatever. Running around with the Nerf guns. I'm not sure which one. Maybe it was Logan. One was her son's. One of her triplets.
There were 3.
Shot a Nerf gun like bullet at me, and I was in the middle of saying something, and the Nerf gun literally went, or the bullet went wah, right into my mouth. I was like, that was the best shot ever. And you just got that bam smack right in the middle of my mouth. Okay, do you want the rest of this? Wait. Here, you can have that. Whatever. If it'll put it in your pie hole, be quiet and go away. I love you. But so Nerf guns. Legit. But then you gotta pick up all the bullets. All of those bullets. So I'm kind of digging on. See, now here's the thing too. We're like right on the cusp of wine country. Like the headquarters of Gallo, like E&J Gallo, is here in Modesto. I need to like, if anybody knows anybody at E&J, they need to tell E&J that like I am super professional, know my shit about wine. They could tap into a serious market with moms. And none of this like, let's pair filet mignon and lobster with Gewürztraminer and Moulet Foufet wine. No, moms are desperate and they need a fix. And they're gonna grab whatever's in the counter and the cabinets and we're gonna drink with it. And it's 9 times out of 10, it's a kid's snack. It's goldfish.
It's cool.
It's animal crackers. Do I sell this wine? No. You know, I've had a lot of people that have come to me that like are those like wine distributors, you know, like the wine Avon people. You know what I'm talking about? Where they have the wine parties and they say, oh, I have a wine party and I'll give you a free bottle of wine if you have a wine party and invite all your friends so that you can become like, I don't know, so that they can get wine subscriptions and blah, 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 blah. I have a wine subscription. My mom gave one to me for like, I don't know, Christmas. My dad was a really big wino. I say that with love. He's gone now. I've never bought into that like wine subscription thing. Because I kind of thought it was one of those passing fads like LuLaRoe or, I don't know, Sensi or something. But I have to keep drinking. It's okay. I'm not in love with it, but it's okay. So I know moms need wine. It's cheap therapy. We work hard. We don't need a bottle of Dom Perignon. We need a quick fix of a moderately priced wine with whatever is in our cabinets.
What did I do?
It might be
Ah, yes. Where did you put the squishy?
in your backpack.
Ah.
It might be fruit snacks. It might be granola bars. It might be Oreo cookies. It might be McDonald's. I did one with fish sticks. I did one with pancakes. I mean, like, it's reality, people, and it's survival. So no, when I go right, basically I'm like, okay, moms are literally like walking the aisles at Target and Walmart.
Mom, where's my squishy?
Look in your backpack. Look in your backpack. They're like walking those aisles and they're like, there's not like high-end wines over there. They're just like, I need something. I don't care. I don't even want a cork with it. I just want a screw top on it. And I want to move on with my life because I need some help. I need to survive this situation. And so, and I'm going to taste it with whatever I have here. And then on a Friday night,
She loves the smell.
I love the smell of this squishy toy that he got today for something at school.
It's a Starbucks.
He got a Starbucks and he got this at school today. So I digress.
You have to
Yes.
keep it there until you're done.
I love his new school. His new school is so awesome. And Joanna, you were awesome today. He loved having you helping out and subbing for him today. Yeah, he even sang a song. Enzo, what's the song?
1 second.
Okay, so all of the kids in the class, like, and all, like,
I'm coming.
I was gonna sing the song. He had to wear red today, and his character was responsibility.
Move.
Go.
Over out of my stage. Responsibility is doing what you should, even when there's no one watching in the neighborhood. Oh, I love this song!
Okay, I love that they did that. I don't know if that was a you, Joanna, or if that was his teacher, but like that was awesome. Okay, like this is worth the buck because you can barely suck down these things. This one's huge. Susie Q's. So yeah, so it's Twinkies and Chardonnay, Susie Q's and Rose, and now we're on to cupcakes and Cabernet. So again, if I know that y'all out there in California, here in Modesto, know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who needs someone like me at the corporate level at E&J Gallo. If you don't know this, but I am a professional corporate event manager. I've been doing it all of my life, and I've been doing it all over the world. And I do it right now, but I mostly do it on a consultant basis because I have crazy boot kids. What's not me? Joanna, what's not you? Oh, you're not one of the... You're not one of the E&J people? But like seriously, when I moved here, everyone's like, so, why did you leave North Carolina to come all the way over here? It's because my husband took a job out here. Well, what does he do? Well, he works with nuts. He's in the nut business. Like, oh, you don't work for Gallo? Like either you're out here and you like, that's like the only thing you do when you move to Modesto is you work for Gallo. I'm like, no, but apparently I need to. I really need to. Or any other winery for that matter. Wow, the wines are really I'm feeling really warm. Yeah, you didn't teach that song? I know, really? And like, I was like, really? They had this really sweet thing at school today where they did like character day, and I was like, oh gosh, do I have to dress them up by like his like favorite book author or book character? And I'm like, no, character like responsibility, integrity, caring, loving. I don't know. I don't remember what all they were, but so each one of them had to, like each class had to wear a certain color, and they were responsible for a certain character trait. And so my son had to dress up. His second grade classes had to dress up in red, and they had to be responsible. Right, and so they had some sort of assembly, I guess, Joanne. This is word of mouth from my son, so whatever. And they sang this song about being responsible and with their red shirts on and stuff. So it was really, I love this school. I love this school. They're so cool. Okay, so we're on to Cabernet and a Hostess cupcake. But there's something to be said for like these squiggles, like squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. This is so iconic. So iconic. Okay, so we are going to have one of these cupcakes, which I believe has frosting. Maybe it doesn't because there's no injection site in the bottom, but yes. We are going to have the cupcake with the Cabernet.
If you eat all of that, I'm going to be so mad because you get 3 treats and I get 2.
He thinks I'm getting 3 treats. I keep telling him, and this is all about research.
Yeah, but I want to eat some.
Well, you need to then give mommy some mommy space.
Fine.
Okay.
If you eat that,
Hostess cupcake. Kind of smells almost like dark chocolate or cocoa powder. Okay. I almost don't want to mess up the squigglies because they are iconic, the Hostess cupcake. Mm-hmm.
Just giving some dramatic music, Mom.
He's giving you some dramatic music cues. Okay. So we've tried 3. Wow, they're really sweet. I don't remember them being this sweet. Like as a kid, you're like, I could eat 10 of these. As an adult, you're like,
I can't even.
This is painful.
It's not.
We had a Twinkie with the Chardonnay.
My turn.
We had a Suzy Q with the Rose. And now we're having one of those cupcakes with the Cabernet. So no. Otherwise known as a Savignon.
Can I have one? I gave you your mom's space.
And I think out of all of them, my favorite is the last one, the cupcake and the Cabernet.
I am.
And I love all wines. I'm an equal opportunity alcoholic. I love all wines. All colors, all varietals, I love them all. But I tend to gravitate towards the whites There's less tannins. There's less histamines. Love them. When Christmas comes around, you should try the eggnog. Eggnog hos! I love eggnog. I love eggnog. Like, love
Your
eggnog.
number not 1, Mom?
Like, to a fault. I had no idea. Peppermint? Joanna, where have you been all my life? You haven't been here. Do you feed your kids any of this stuff? Am I like the only... I'm the Antichrist. Am I the Antichrist? I've only been feeding my kids this for like 2.2 weeks because, you know, that's how long we've been here. But this was like iconic to my husband in my, like, our era.
Mine.
So I'm going to give the... Wait.
What do you think you were doing?
I'm going to take one last bite of the cupcake.
And you
I'm going
did.
to sip of the Cabernet Sauvignon.
Hey, Emily! Boy, I missed you.
I'm going to regret this later. I'm going to give the rest of the sugar to my son. And then follow it up with a very healthy, nutritious meal of pizza for dinner. Oh, there's that. Sure, I did see you at pickup, and I waved at you, but, like, you know, I was in the sea of parents coming to pick up the children. So there's that. Don't you love it when the husbands say, "No, I'm leaving in 5 minutes, I'll be right there." And like an hour goes by, and they're not here. They're thinking, what are we doing? They had a strip joint on the way home, right? Yeah. I know. Which ones? The peppermint ones or the eggnog ones, Joanna? Okay, Joanna, I really need to know the skinny about what's going on at our school. And I need to know more parents. Like, I don't want... I realize that at this moment I look like a raging alcoholic, but I really just have a really fun mom. I'm like a real mom. I'm a real mom.
I haven't heard of a real mom.
Eggnog, I know. I could drink eggnog every day of the week.
Oh.
My son is diving into the CCTs. So, but like for real, I don't know any of the parents. And I almost want to like email blast all of them and say, "Hi, I'm new and I'm lonely and I'm desperate. Please be my friend."
I want to...
Because everyone always says, "Oh, when you have kids, it's so easy because they're like, you just automatically, like, the parents become your friends."
Did my mom fart? Because I can
Did
tell.
my mom fart? Maybe this is why I don't have any mom friends yet. Like, I need a posse. I need like...
You already
I
have
need
one
a
friend.
crew. I need a posse. I need a village. Hence the name Hot Mess Mama's Village. For real. I know. Joanna, is your hubs here yet? No, but seriously, like, I don't even like. I have no idea who any of these parents are. I can barely figure out who his friends are besides your triplets. So like, I almost feel like I need to launch out like an invitation to all of the kids in the class saying,
Can I fart?
"You do have an amazing school, and you know what? I've come to everything, and I've even joined the PTA, and I'm even helping with the PTA." But I kind of feel like
no one's helping me.
I haven't been here for kindergarten and first grade, so I don't really know everybody. I know all the kids. And I know that there's a bunch of them that live in our neighborhood because I see them walking home from school. Because I'm walking home from school with my kid. And then there's that.
Mom, did you fart again?
So
Did you fart again?
I am a desperate mom in need of mom friends. And I don't want to like reach out there and go, "Okay, of all of you moms that are out there, are you the perfect moms? Or are you like a real mom like me who like barely gets chapstick on her face in the morning and has to choose between a shower and brushing her teeth?"
Do it at the
Because
same
that's me. I'm like a freaking flaming hot mess.
Then do it at the same time.
Boy mom. Boy mom. Yeah, okay. Times 3, right? I'm a boy mom and a girl mom. But yet I'm still flipping hot mess.
With a toot.
I'm like in athletic wear every day. Questionable whether or not to wash my hair or brush my teeth.
You fart.
Maybe wash my face.
Baby Tabby.
I'm looking forward to fall, although you don't have really a fall season here. Because I was thinking maybe I don't have to shave my legs. But there's that.
Mom, stop farting!
It's Friday.
Mine.
So I'll, if you have not tasted with me, as I close, the Chardonnay and the Twinkie was okay. I'm really sad about the Suzy Q's and the rosé.
What happened?
As I love Suzy Q's. But I think my favorite of all of them was the Cabernet and the cupcake. I don't know. I just kind of always feel like chocolate and reds, like they just are like peanut butter and jelly. They're They're like tuna and fish. I don't know. Like there's just something about red and a chocolate. So for any of you that are out there that are in any of the wine industries or Momvilles
or Fartvilles
or shitstorms.
Hey! We don't talk about that! Can I call you that?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not it's not that the red makes it not as sweet, it just complements more. Whereas I feel like the red and the rosé kind of like negates it all. Like it completely negates the sugar. Whereas the red Cabernet really uplifts the hostess cupcake. I can't believe I'm saying that out loud and in public. So there's that. And then there's farting noises. And
another catfish.
I don't know about you, Joanna, but like my son is starting to smell. Like I was doing laundry and I was like, wow, those socks really smell. Those underpants really smell. Like, remember when they like smelled sweet all the time? I think they're like approaching puberty because they're starting to smell really bad.
Hey! I heard all that speech, ma'am.
I'm so glad that you joined me for this wine tasting, and I am so glad we had others that were joining too. And I will say that if you want to join me next Friday, I will find something to taste. It might be ramen noodles. We've already done chicken nuggets and fish sticks and literally Kentucky Fried Chicken, McDonald's.
Mommy farted again.
Pretty much run the gamut, but like if you got an idea, I'm all for it. I don't know. It could be beef jerky. It could be. We did breakfast cereal. That was my favorite wine tasting of all time. Breakfast cereal and wine. Do not touch Mama's glasses.
Thirsty.
It's like fire. Don't touch that.
Oh,
so,
I think I left my.
and Angela too. Like I would love to have you hang out with me because Angela's like a rock star. Kind of love it. So happy Friday to you all. Hang in there, mamas. The weekend is upon us. Make your husbands get up with the kids tomorrow morning and serve them Rice Krispies. And try to get some rest because Monday's coming. And so is this.
We're signing out soon.
We're signing off. You want to say it? We're signing off. Signing off. Hot Mess Mama.
Work Mama.
Out.
Of business.
Say,
bye, Squeaky Man.
So we're out. We're out.
We're out, Squeaky Girls.